Hello, testing. Okay, so today I would like to discuss on the topic number two, that is evolution of management. Okay, because of this topic is not covered when you have a class with the UITM. Okay, so this is the topic that you need to cover based on your syllabus. Okay, that not the same with the syllabus for your ITM student. So that's why I record this session for topic number two. And there is also another topic that we will discuss or record, okay, so that you will revise the topic by your own, okay, by uh, looking at this recording. Okay, so let's look at the topic number two, that is the learning objective is students will learn about the evolution of management, pre-modern era, classical management approach, the human resource management approach, and the quantitative management approach. Okay, so let's look at first is the evolution of management. Okay, so the evolution of the management or the changes of the management throughout the era or different stage of era. Okay, will share into four different stages. Okay, the first one is pre-scientific management period. Okay, that is classical theory, neoclassical theory of behavior approach, and also bureaucratic. And then under the pre-scientific management period is the industrial revolution, okay, that took place in 18th century, had a significant impact on management as a whole. Okay, it changed how business as well as individuals raise capital, organize labor, and the production output. Entrepreneurs had access to all the factors of production, such as land, labor, and capital. Okay, there was to make an effort to combine that factors to achieve the goal of the management. Okay. So next, let's look at what is the classical period. Okay, during the classical period, management thought was focused on job content, standardization, the division of labor, and the scientific approach towards the organization. It also was closely related to the industrial revolution. Okay, because before the industrial revolution, many people in the world are having uh, doing agriculture. Okay, for example, okay, planting the vegetable, okay, in order to have a food, okay, and then uh, okay, having a farm, okay, and they have their poultry, okay, so it is all for agriculture. But after the industrial revolution, okay, many of the organization, okay, having a company, okay, a big company, okay, such as a manufacturing company. Okay, so the neoclassical theory is improvement of the classical period. Okay, so under neoclassical theory, it focus on the job content, including the management of physical resources. Okay, while the neoclassical theory, okay, just give more profound emphasis on the employee's relationship in the work environment. Okay. So let's look at the bureaucratic model. Okay, so based on the bureaucratic model, okay, under the German sociologist, that is Max Weber. Okay, Max Weber introduced, okay, the model of bureaucracy, where there is an hierarchy of the authority inside the management. Okay, so that is the, and then it includes the rules and the division of labor under the bureaucratic model. But what is the and what is management under the pre-modern era? Okay, pre-modern is the period in society which came prior to modernity, okay, before the modern era era is introduced to the society. Okay, for example, under the Europe, okay, the introduction of industrial society and large-scale production, as I mentioned before, okay, this people examine pre-modern society and discuss why the study of this area is important for sociology. Okay, so under the pre-modern, human history again can be divided into pre-modern history, modern, and also postmodern. There is no definite beginning or each end to each of these phases. Okay, for example, if we compare, okay, on 1930 or until 1950 years ago, okay, so Asian country is just pre-modern society. But if we compare to Eastern Europe, okay, all of them in the Western Europe have go through the modern era. Okay, that is the difference between the some country in the world. Okay, so not every people is go through the same phase of era. Okay, so this is all the explanation on the pre-modern era. Okay, you can read by your own. Okay, and then classical approach. Okay, what is the classical approach? It's one of the oldest approach in management and is also known by the various name. Okay, other name of classical approach. Okay, we will look at what is the management that is uh, what is the function of the management under classical approach. Okay, other name for classical approach is empirical, functional, and management process approach. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, the classical theory represents the traditional thoughts about organization. It is based on the prototype industrial and military organization. Okay, the theory concentrates on organizational structures and their management. Okay, for example, the writers on the classical approach is Hegel, Weber, okay, Mini and Lee and others. Okay, so most of them, okay, is introduce the approach such as technical requirement, principle of management, common structures, and assumption of rational and logical behavior. That is under the classical approach. Okay? So you can look at this slide. Okay, what is Taylor approach or point of view is on scientific method. Henry Fayol is suggested 14 principle of management, and then Max Weber is about the point of view is about the division of labor, structures, and personnel competency. Okay, that is all the theory under classical approach. So there is also some of the uh, significant features in under the classical approach that you can go through here. Okay, some of it is the classical approach is closed system. Okay, and then also division of labor, okay, specialized of labor. Okay, and then principle and function of management have universal application. Okay. So that is all regarding the significant classical approach that you need to know. Okay. And then okay, that is on classical approach. Okay. You must know how to differentiate between the classical approach. What is the item inside the classical approach? Who is the person that gives the point of view on the classical approach? And then here is the human resource management approach. Okay, most are in the human resource management approach. Okay, it's more on the organizational function is on okay highlight the issues of the people or employees in an organization. Okay, such as the compensation for the employees, recruitment, hiring of the employees, okay, the performance management, wellness, benefit, and so on. Okay, regarding the human resource management approach. If we compare to the classical approach is having the approach that the organization feel that the employee is not a person. Okay, employee is just uh, a machine for them. Okay, they did not include, okay, did not go through on the issues regarding human, okay, human data. Okay, but for human resource management approach is highlighted the issues related to the people inside the management. Okay, so human resource management is a strategic and comprehensive approach to managing people and the workplace culture and environment. It enables employees to contribute effectively and productivity to the overall company direction and accomplishment of the organization goals and objectives. Okay? Human resource management is more focused on how the employees will help the management or an organization to uh, to perform, okay, and then to get there to achieve the goals of the company. Okay, so in an organization, the important uh, part is the employee. Okay, if the employee is uh, performing their task very well, so that it's easy for the employee or it's easy to the organization to increase their performance. Okay, and also the profit of an organization will increase. Okay, so human resource management is must ensure the organization has an overall mission, vision, values that are shared, provide and overall actual reason for employees to want to work for the organization. Okay, these elements can be inspirational and help employees feel as if they are part of something that is bigger than themselves. Okay? If the employee is treated very well and treated good by the company, so the employee will feel happy to perform their tasks. Okay? So additional activities sponsored by Hrm Function and okay? There are frequent mentors and members of employee teams that address philanthropic giving, employee engagement activities, and events that involve employees' families. Okay? So what else? HRM should directly responsible for engagement, contribution, and productivity of their reporting staff members. In a fully integrated talent management system, the manager plays a significant role in and take ownership of responsibility for the recruitment process. Okay? They are also responsible for the ongoing development and retention of superior employees. Okay, other than that, human resource management, okay, is responsible to give training, okay, to give a training to their employees so that their employees will increase their uh, skills and also increase their uh, knowledge about their work. Okay? So HRM function is now expected to add value to the strategic utilization of employees and to ensure that employees program recommend and implement effective business interested measurable goals. Okay? They must perform a balanced act to serve all the organizational stakeholders, including the customer, executive, owner, manager, employee, and stakeholders. That is the important function of the human resource under human resource management approach. Okay? So let's continue to other slide is the quantitative management approach. Okay, what is the difference between the classical approach and then human resource management approach and also quantitative management approach? Okay, if you look at the quantitative, the meaning of the quantitative is uh, the amount that we can count. Okay, apply statistic optimization models, information models, computer simulation, and quantitative techniques to the management process. Central to the quantitative approach is the principle that organizations are decision making units. Again, how can the management doing the decision making regarding the organization? Okay, they should conduct quantitative approach. Okay, quantitative approach is some of the calculation methods or many techniques, okay, in order to calculate, for example, to calculate the forecast, sales forecast, okay, budget forecast for the company itself. Okay, so before the management is doing uh, taking a decision, okay, so before that, we must do the quantitative approach in order to support the decision by the data. Okay, this decision units can be made more efficiently using mathematical models that place relevant factors into numerical terms. Okay. What is the technique under the quantitative management? Okay, the first one is using management science of operations management, management information system, quality, total quality management. Okay, if you know the evolution of the management throughout the times or period or era, okay, from the beginning, okay, classical approach, human resource approach, and quantitative approach, the management is also changes based on the era or phases of the time. Okay, so in a in the scientific era here and modern era, so the management also change, okay, using the quantitative management approach, okay, because of the we have developed in the science era, right? So technology is increasing, okay. So because of that, the management also changes, okay. So let's look at the management science. Okay, what is the management science? This branch of management theory focus on the development of mathematical and statistical model as a simplified representation of a system, process, relation as a model for their application. This technique help managers make maximum use of organizational resources to produce goods and services. Okay, so what I mentioned about before this, okay, so the managers using the technique of mathematical, statistical in order to give the good numbers or good information to produce the goods and services. Okay, this field of management has grown significantly with the development of computer systems and computational abilities. So, because of nowadays, many of the organizations have their own system, okay, good information technology, for example, computer, okay. So it will include the uh, management theory, management science theory in the organization. Okay. So how about the operations management? Operation management, or we can call it as OM, is a field of management focused on efficiency, effectiveness, and producing an organizational system, process, and function used in the manufacture of goods, operation, and services. Okay, focus on the operation, control of the production process, such as the use of resources, transform resources into goods and services. Okay, operation management we can look, for example, in the manufacturing company. Okay, many of manufacturing company nowadays, okay, using the technology, okay, using the robotic, using the machines, okay, all the machines and robotic items, okay, that they use must have the operation management system, okay. So all the operation management system is the focus on the efficiency and effectiveness. So with the machine, Okay, with the robotic system, so the production will uh, increase. Okay, with the uh, apa dalam masa yang singkat kita boleh hasilkan produk yang banyak. Okay, so itu yang dikatakan efficient. Okay, operation management is a derivative of the mathematical model in which specified measurement systems are applied to operational scenarios. Okay, that is under operational management. This method used to achieve a higher level of efficiency, as I mentioned before. Major area of study within operational management include a product design. Okay, after nowadays, okay, every product design inside the system or software. Okay, not just we design with the traditional methods, right? It's catching, not at all. Okay, it all a waste the time. Okay, so by using the process design in the product or process design inside the software, okay, it will reduce the time. Okay, so types of operational management techniques include green theory, practical analysis, and simulation. These techniques are routinely applied to areas of science operations. Okay? So other than that, what is the total quality management? Okay, we already discussed on total quality management under the quality chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so TQM is developed during the reconstruction of Japan. So perhaps the best known proponent of this school of management was Edward Deming. Okay, so TQM is in the point of view of the academic. Okay, TQM is management approach that focuses on the following elements of operation. Okay, the TQM or management that use the TQM is will focus on the customer value improvement and also synergy of the teams. Okay, other than that, okay, focus on the preventing rather than detecting of the quality of the product, and then continuous improvement, constant refinement and learning, training and learning, accurate measurement. Okay, that is about total quality management. So next, there are four P's of total quality management. Okay, so before we go to the total quality management, okay, an organization should go through on the planning phase. After that, doing phase, checking phase, and acting phase. Okay, what is the planning phase? Is the employees discover the problem in regular operations and the root cause. Employees conduct comprehensive research and collect relevant data. Okay? The objective is to identify potential solutions to their problem. Okay? But in doing phase, employees develop and execute strategies and plans to address identified problems. And then checking phase, data is collected to analyze performance, to validate the effectiveness of the process, and measuring the outcome. Okay? But last phase is acting. Outcomes are documented and employees begin addressing decisive challenges. Okay? So it's all about topic number 2. Okay, the evolution, okay, of the management. So I hope that you will cope to understand, okay, the evolution of management. What is the pre-modern era? What is the classical management approach? Human resource management approach and quantitative management approach. Okay, so now, okay, we are in the era of quantitative management approach. Okay, so I hope that you will differentiate, okay, the era or the evolution of the management. Okay, and then if you do not understand, please ask me in the WhatsApp group for us to discuss, okay, the issue that you are not understanding. Okay, so that's all for topic number 2, evolution of management. Okay, so thank you so much and wait for another recording chapter we have another three recording for the chapter that we are not covered in the class review IPM. Okay, chapter number we have chapter number, if I'm not mistaken, chapter number 4, 6, and also chapter number 8. Okay, so we have another three recording. I will do the recording just for you. Okay, three topic. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.